Hello 6th standard children, welcome back to the video session of moral science. Today we are going to learn the lesson God takes care of us. Come, let's enter into the video session.
Lesson 2. God takes care of us. Words of wisdom. When we stumble, His hand is always there to help us. But do not think that He will never let us stumble. Children, come let's know how God takes care of us. One day, an old man called Nathan was sitting under a fig tree. There was a creeper beside him with a very large pumpkin hanging below. Nathan thought, how foolish on the part of God to put on this big tree such small figs as fruit, and on this poor thin creeper such a big pumpkin. After some time, the old man fell asleep. Suddenly, a fig fell straight on his nose. The old man jumped up with a start. He said, "Thank God, it was only a fig that fell on my nose. Had it been that big pumpkin, it would have smashed not only my nose, but also my jaw." God is indeed wise in His ways. In life, when we say that God cares for us, we mean that He is supreme mind, which can see everything that happens. Not a single hair on our head falls without God noticing it. There is a reason behind everything. Whatever happens fulfills the plan of God for man. This care of God is called providence. To believe in God's providence does not mean that all difficult things in life will disappear. It does not mean that miracles will happen. If a child runs across the street without looking left or right, sooner or later he would be knocked down by a speeding vehicle. Providence is not going to stop that. If a girl does not study in order to pass the examinations, Providence is not going to help her. Providence means that at each moment God is watching things and gently making us strong so that we can accept the problems of life gracefully. Human beings cannot grasp the plans of God easily. He writes straight with crooked lines. In 1874, Palestine experienced a very severe winter. The snow piled several feet on the flat roof buildings. Many houses caved in under the heavy weight. One night, a robber entered an Arab's house. He stole many things from the ground floor. Then he went upstairs. A baby was sleeping in a small cot. Fearing that the child would wake up and he would be caught, he carried the child outside. He came again inside the house for more valuables. The little child began to cry outside. The Arab and his wife woke up and rushed outside. No sooner were they out of the house, the roof collapsed under the snow. The robber was later found holding valuables in his hand. Sometimes God uses little things to achieve great ends. Difficulties and problems are a very important part of life. It is a consolation to think that these difficulties are all given by God. They come as trials so that we can improve ourselves and change into better human beings. When King Alphonsus of Spain was asked that according to him which was the best status or job in life, he answered, "I have often thought about this question. I think only he who allows himself to be governed by God and trusts in God is a truly happy person. This comes in any job or in any status. Therefore, let us increase our trust in God and be certain that whether we have joys or sorrows, they always come from the hands of the same good God." Come, let's say this prayer. I hear no voice, I feel no touch, I see no glory bright, but yet I know that God is near, in darkness and in light. He watches ever by my side. And here is my whispered prayer. The father for his little child, Both night and day does care.